Okay, I assume that you like guns, bombs, and future, not the past. Also, post-apocalyptic or anti-utopic world must be present, not some very distant future like in Mass Effect. No zombies. Oh well, okay, a few zombies. So, those are the milestones of this list. And yeah, one more thing. I assume that you like playing games alone, so no MMOs in this list either. And of course, no other Fallout games, because I'm sure that you are not dumb and checked those already. Metro Redux. Navigate your way through the ruins of Moscow, where surface is irradiated and toxic, and only safe place to hide from all of this is in the depths of metro tunnels. Bad thing is that it is safe not for humans only, but for various other shit. Monsters, mutants, and not so friendly humans. You will need to fight all of those by conserving your ammo, because ammo is also used as currency. Yeah, one bad thing leads to another, and to some frustration. In overall, Metro is a brutal experience, but nothing less can be expected from a game that tries to immerse us in a dying world. It can be hard from the beginning, but if you try hard and surrendering is not an option, you will find yourself in the middle of a great game. S.T.A.L.K.E.R series. While still in development, S.T.A.L.K.E.R 2 was cancelled. That is very sad old news. But we still have 3 games of the series, so cry no more. S.T.A.L.K.E.R is a traditional role-playing game. You start as zero, with no guns, ammo or medicine, and finish as hero. Or not. I will not spoil anything for you. After disaster at Chernobyl nuclear plant, the area around it started to exhibit supernatural anomalies, so Pripyat is a place where you definitely do not want to be. Mutants, radiation and hostile humans, everything is trying to kill you and steal your shit from your cold, dead, irradiated body. So keep your eyes open all the time, and sooner or later you will find a shiny, pricey artifact or two. S.T.A.L.K.E.R games are basically the same as Fallout, but without a humor. And that humorless atmosphere will scare the shit out of you, especially in the sewers. Yeah, there are some really nasty monsters. Invisible ones are the worst. Shit, I hate those. Horizon Zero Dawn. After a disaster, a human world lies in ruins and people are forming tribes to survive harsh environment. The plot revolves around Aloy, a hunter and archer living in a world overrun by robots. Yeah, those are everywhere. Having been an outcast her whole life, she sets out to discover the dangers that kept her sheltered. The character uses ranged or melee weapons and stealth tactics to combat the mechanized creatures, whose remains can also be looted for resources. The game features an open-world environment for Aloy to explore, divided into tribes that hold side quests to undertake, while the main story guides her through the world. Sadly, game is available only for PlayStation 4 owners for now, and there are no plans to transfer it to other platforms. Rage. After release in 2011, many were disappointed, because game was overhyped and sadly that affected the sales and satisfaction overall. But I remember playing it with pleasure. It has notes Fallout 4 fans will find similar. World is in ruins, gangs and mutants everywhere. You see where I'm going? Of course, game is more colorful and that kills the feeling a bit. But this creation of ID Software can be really fun thing to play after all. The game is set in post-apocalyptic near future, following the impact of the asteroid 99942 Apophis on Earth. Bam! This one, yes. The main difference from Fallout is the racing part. Yeah, vehicles are really important here, you can't move around without one. Oh well, in fact you can, if you like boring stuff. So if Mad Max and Fallout had an ugly baby, it would definitely look like Rage. Borderlands series. So, this is not for everyone. You know why people who like Fallout do not play Borderlands more often? I do not like this style, they say. And they are right, style is very different, animated and colorful. And if you strip that down, you will get a game like Fallout. So why don't you put your stereotypes away and try this one? The game also has a similar sense of humor and silliness the Fallout franchise is famous for. Borderlands is set on a planet of Pandora. Prior to the events of the game, the Atlas Corporation found an ancient vault on nearby planet Prometheus, filled with advanced alien weapon technology that allowed them to rapidly overtake their competitors. The presence of similar alien ruins scattered across Pandora spurred Atlas to settle the planet in hopes of finding more alien technology. However, Atlas failed to realize that Pandora was in the winter cycle, and the arrival of spring unleashes hordes of dangerous alien wildlife coming out of hibernation. So, spoilers no more, go and try it yourself, bam! Mad Max. You know what they say about games based on movies? They usually suck. But this is a nice exception from the rule, and we were finally given a chance to step into the dusty boots of George Miller's Road Warrior in this 2015 video game. Environments are stunning, and while playing you will immerse in this vast openness in no time. Of course, this game is more about driving than exploring, but post-apocalyptic environment will leave no fan of Fallout unhappy. You can customize and upgrade your car and participate with it in vehicular combat. After all, over 60% of the game focuses on driving, so your vehicle is the most important thing in this game. The Last of Us. The Last of Us is a stealth survivor horror game with an emphasis of the story in a post-apocalyptic world. It is played from a third-person perspective. Players use firearms and improvised weapons and can use stealth to defend against hostile humans and cannibalistic creatures infected by a mutated strain of Cordyceps fungus. So, in fact, it is a zombie game, but Fallout is a little bit zombie game too, remember Goose, huh? I know it's not the same, but in general The Last of Us can be a nice treat for a Fallout fan. In fact, Last of Us has one of the most immersive gameplays ever. Sadly, this diamond is only for PC4 users. Second part of Last of Us is announced, so be sure to check that too. I Am Alive. I'll be straight, the game has some mixed reviews, but it's definitely one of the darkest post-apocalyptic games on the market. 1 year after a worldwide cataclysmic event that wiped most of the human race, a man struggles for survival in a desolate city, as he tries to reunite with his long-lost wife and daughter. So, you have to find your way in the murky streets covered in toxic dust and rubble, climb the ruins of the last standing skyscrapers to find the few last unspoiled resources. Watch out for survivors. Some are friendly and need assistance, some are scared, most are outright hostile and use group tactics to hunt you down. Now it's the time to hear what is wrong with the game. Steam user Jones R says, "It tries to pretend it's open world, yet is completely linear. I tried to play as a passive person, purposely trying to save lives and ammo, but nothing I did or didn't do mattered. Just about everyone I encountered had to die because they were the aggressor. I wouldn't step down. There was no way to talk my way out of any situation. So, try it on your own risk, but keep in mind that there are plenty of good reviews either." BIOSHOCK Trilogy. Okay, I know that this isn't exactly traditional post-apocalyptic game, because it is set in the past and not the future. But if it happens that you never tried one of those, now's the time to correct your past mistakes. First, BIOSHOCK is set in 1960s. The player guides the protagonist Jack after his airplane crashes into the ocean near the bathysphere terminus that leads in the underwater city of Rapture. The city was intended to be isolated utopia, but the discovery of Adam, a genetic material which can be used to grant superhuman powers, initiated the city's turbulent decline. Jack tries to find a way to escape, fighting through hordes of Adam-obsessed enemies and the iconic deadly Big Daddies. Second BIOSHOCK is based in the same city, but the third one lies in the skies, and even more in the past. BIOSHOCK Infinite is set in 1912 and takes place in a fictional steampunk city-state called Columbia, named in a homage of the female personification of the United States. It is suspended in the air through a combination of giant blimps, balloons, reactors, propellers, and quantum levitation. And then the shit hits the fan. That will be it. Thank you for watching. Please subscribe for more honest top 10s. This was S.T.A.L.K.E.R HD signing out.